concept now is, because we have this post in place, we have something to mount against. So now, instead of using universal angle brackets, I'm gonna mount a Picket right to the post, and then I'll be able to mount my top and bottom rails to the Picket. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I just have to get my elevations figured out now. Man, for a windy day, it sure is chilly out here. It's almost May. It's April 29th. I think this morning the low was 31 degrees, 30 to 31 degrees. So it was freezing this morning. So there's a high wind in the Puget Sound today, and it's a little choppy out on the water. You can see some white caps out there. So it's blowing some cold, breezy air around. So we're just kind of dealing with that. I didn't bring all my gear today because I'm going to the airport after work today, and I wasn't prepared. So I'm a little chilly this morning. Is it all the way in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is that okay?
So far, so.
Oh, wait. I wasn't all the way in. There you go.
Perfect.
It's a little tight.
Awesome. Got it?
Yep.
I'm gonna go cut this.
Okay. You are the freaking man, Jared.
At times.
No, you're just the man.
All right, if you say so. I mean, I ain't gonna decline that because this ain't easy, man. What I'm doing right now,
No, I know,
this is like 11 on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's
So,
100% custom.
so okay, I'll take it. I'll take the accolades.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the man.
Hey,
Regal, when Regal sees this, they're gonna be like, "What is he doing? What's he doing with our railing?" I'm like, New stuff you'll learn about here in the near future, guys. Okay, so let's do, I want to do even though these are self-tapping,
you want to drill a hole?
I want to drill a hole.
Okay.
So, oh man, this wind. Okay.
Right on the top of the board?
Sure. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to get a length.
Okay.
Okay, let go. 78 3/4. All right, so what we're doing right now is a really super technical, kind of a cool thing to do because it's not shown in any installation manual. We are custom fabbing this railing, and I'm using different techniques from different systems of railings that I've used in the past to create a really unique install, which when we're all said and done, you guys can check it out. But it's really complicated, so it's going to take us most of the day just to get this section of railing done. But I think it'll be worth it in the end because it's going to be super stealth, look really nice. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, go cut it. And we'll just leave that loose, but in case we have to take it apart. You gotta take it apart. Now look how easy it goes in, huh?
Cut that like primo.
Andy, you in?
Yes, sir.
Remember, don't put your first Picket in.
Don't lock it in.
Don't lock it in.
Just set it there.
Yeah, and then everything else
And then
you can
just work my way up.
Right, I'm gonna try to wrap my head around the rest of this.
Yeah, the impossibility.
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
Yes, sir.
Question that I've had for a while now.
Yes.
Why is it height?
Height versus height?
I guess, yeah.
I have no clue.
You always say height.
I do? Well, height is a specific measurement of height. Height can vary in elevation. I'll go with that.
That was brilliant. I believed it.
I'll go with that.
I was like, I don't know.
Because this is just going to lean in.
Right.
Okay? So there you go. Now this one, you go like this. That's where you want that to land.
All right, so when you're installing the pickets, it took us a little while to work all of the logistics out, but there's grooves that clip into the top and the bottom rail, and when you install it, you want to make sure that it is able to freely move up and down the rail, and when you have that set up, you know that the picket is installed correctly. What kind of food do you like to eat, Calvin?
Okay, so I gotta figure out. No, don't mark anything. I gotta mount a picket.
Yes, sir.
So I kind of need to figure out. Okay, mark the bottom of that. I might need a minute before I actually. Okay, I gotta come down a little bit more. Okay, mark it again. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll with that. Just keep doing what you're doing for a minute. I need a minute. Okay, are you tight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can. I just moved it. No, go ahead and tighten it again. Okay. How am I going to keep this from doing that? Put a big old screw in it. I got that there. Which is part of my mount. My mounting screw, but it's at the wrong height. So I could probably drop it down. Height. It's at the wrong height. Height. You know what I mean. So we're gonna have a
Call it scaffolding.
scaffolding.
Hey, I said it wrong on purpose. I got it now.
We don't have a black touch-up pen, do we? This goes in like this. That goes in like that. This gets cut like that. So I just basically need to cut the end off of this. And I'm money. So now I'm bugging. I'm bugging out on this rail, man. It's really starting to get me down. So I got my bugging eyes on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Super bug. I can't even see out of these things.
How's this going?
I'm getting there, man. Anytime you do anything custom, it just ends up taking too much time. Time out of your day. But, you know, it's going to be custom. Custom bugging. I can't even bang the rail in place. Thank you. Looks a little low. I need to kind of know how much I got to come up. So I'm going to mark the bottom of this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to pull this off. And then we're going to eyeball where it needs to go. Right? Which is right about there.
That looks really good.
Okay, now mark the bottom again. Okay, so that's how too low my picket is.
Almost a
A
quarter.
quarter.
maybe.
Yeah, about a quarter. Okay, cool. Thank you for helping me with that.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm just making sure that all of my pickets are as tight as they can be to the spacers, so that when I cut the custom spacer for the top, I can ensure that none of these are gonna wiggle or come out of level later on.
Commentary?
We're getting there, man. I've got this bottom rail set, and it's nice and sturdy. So I've got to get a top rail involved, so I can have a place to install the pickets. So I think I've got this figured out, but I'm gonna have to tear this apart to finish it. But that's okay because I have it figured out now. So, yay, good for me. I'll get the I'll get the last piece cut in, and then I'll get it mounted. I'll take this down. I'll finish my mount there, and then I'll finish this, and then we can start putting the pickets and the spacers in for this last section. Each one has to be custom cut to length, which is kind of a... How am I gonna make it look okay?
It's beautiful.
Looks amazing.
And it's gonna work the same because
Yeah.
it's the same grip
And
on either
the top
side.
will grab still. It's
Right.
just the bottom's gonna be a little tough. I think we should just snap the caps in. It's because it'll flex.
Right.
So we should be able to do it. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna commit to the same spacing right here. So this first one will be the same gap,
Yes,
and then
sir.
we're just gonna go to standard gapping
And then it'll just be what it is
because we're
at
gonna
the top.
use. Okay, so here's the mine screw. we might be in trouble. We might have to cut some these down because if we have some old pickets for the, oh, we don't have any. It's all stairs. Mine screw. We're gonna have to cut some spacers for this up here. Special spacers. We'll leave these this width.
Right.
And then we'll have to cut some whatever this distance is.
So how come we have to make custom spacers? Because
these are longer than 4 minus. That's all we have are these. We don't have standard. Because we did crystal rail up here. We didn't do any regular railing. Oh yeah, well, wait a minute.
Wait, do we
have some
pickets?
standard spacers here?
I have the stairs.
Okay, that's why we have to make some.
Yeah, I understand.
4 minus.
There's a sensor.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. For the rest of the day, we're just going to try to finish filling in this custom space right here with pickets so nobody can fall through there. And then we're just going to start working on our rest of our soffitting trim. And then we'll just button that up, and then we'll be done. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button and tell your friends about us. And if you also want to be notified when we're putting out new content, please hit the bell icon as well. Thank you very much and have a great day.